It is another week and there are even more cruise updates. With more cruise ships setting sail, as well as further cancellations, there's both some good news and some not so good news this week. However, don't worry if you missed any of the headlines, because we're here to help. I'm DB from EatSleepCruise.com, and get caught up on all the latest updates in the world of cruising in our latest cruise news update for all the major cruise lines. Carnival Cruise Line announced this week that Carnival Fascination and Carnival Imagination have officially been sold. The cruise line had previously announced that these ships would be put into long-term layup. The sale of these ships coincides with Carnival Corporation's plan to accelerate the removal of less efficient ships from its global fleet. This latest sale is an addition to Carnival Fantasy and Carnival Inspiration, which have been scrapped. Upon return to operations, Carnival will operate 4 upgraded Fantasy-class ships, which include Carnival Ecstasy, Carnival Sensation, Carnival Elation, and Carnival Paradise. These ships feature additional balcony staterooms, as well as updated dining and entertainment options as part of the line's Funship 2.0 enhancement program. Further, Carnival Corporation announced this past week that the number of ships that would be exiting its fleet has been increased to 18. Carnival Corp owns 9 cruise lines, and while they did not name any of these 18 ships, we have already learned about quite a few. Over the summer, Carnival Corp announced that 4 ships in the Holland America line would be leaving its fleet. In addition, these 18 ships include the 4 aforementioned Carnival Cruise Line vessels, as well as 1 ship from P&O and 2 ships from P&O Australia's fleet. Finally, there is Costa Cruises, which has announced that 4 ships will be leaving its fleet this year. This leaves 3 more ships left to be scrapped. We suspect the next few ships might be from the Princess Cruises fleet. But of course, we'd love to hear from you. Let us know in the comment section below what additional ships you think will be leaving the Carnival Corp fleet. In more Carnival Cruise Line news, as part of its enhancement program and current pause in operations, Carnival Cruise Line has announced there'll be further delays in the return of operations for 4 of its ships. These ships will not return to service until after their scheduled dry dock enhancements, which are currently scheduled for the first half of 2021. The ships that are impacted include the Carnival Magic, which will now have all cruises canceled from Miami until March 13th of 2021. In addition, Carnival Paradise, which operates from Tampa, Florida, is going to cancel all cruises until March 19th of 2021. Carnival Valor, which operates from New Orleans, Louisiana, will cancel all cruises until April 29th. Finally, Carnival Spirit itineraries operating from Brisbane, Australia will be canceled through May 16th of 2021. The first sailing on that ship will now be from Singapore to Brisbane, embarking on June 12th of 2021. Florida Senators Rick Scott and Marco Rubio introduced the Set Sail Safely Act. This bill will establish a maritime task force to address the health, safety, security, and logistical changes needed to allow cruise lines and ports to resume operations. The Set Sail Safely Act would require the proper federal agencies to work together with input from private sector stakeholders to develop a plan for the safe resumption of cruise line operations. The Maritime Task Force would include representatives from various federal sectors, including the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, Customs and Border Protection, the U.S. Coast Guard, Health and Human Services, the Department of Transportation, Department of State, and the Federal Maritime Commission, while private sector stakeholders would include the passenger cruise line industry, U.S. ports, commercial fishermen, small businesses, and health professionals. A number of industry organizations and officials are already in support of this legislation, including the Cruise Line International Association, CLIA. With the CDC no-sail order set to expire this month, the creation of this task force is very optimistic news for the future of cruising. During a virtual conference that occurred last weekend, the Walt Disney Company CFO, Christine McCarthy, discussed various topics ranging from the theme parks to Disney Plus to Disney Cruise Line. While disappointing, she did confirm that the Disney Wish, which was originally scheduled to begin sailing in early 2022, has been delayed. While she did not go into specifics, She did indicate that negotiations and discussions are underway with the shipyard, and she wouldn't give any particular dates of when this 5th ship in the Disney Cruise Line fleet would be delivered. But she did acknowledge that the delivery of the ship has been delayed beyond what it was originally expected. Given that Disney Cruise Line will likely be the last of the Disney operations to resume, more cancellations were recently announced. As the cruise line continues to address health and safety protocols for return to service, it has decided to further extend its suspension of new sailings through mid-December. Sailings are canceled on board Disney Fantasy through December 6th, the Disney Dream and Disney Wonder through December 11th, and the Disney Magic through December 12th. In more cancellation-related news, Royal Caribbean Group has also announced further cancellations for both Royal Caribbean International and Celebrity Cruises sailings in Australia and New Zealand, in alignment with the Australian government's recent decision to extend the suspension of cruise tourism in the region. All sailings departing from Australia and New Zealand on or before December 30th of this year have been suspended. But in more encouraging news, MSC Cruises this week announced plans for its 2nd ship to begin sailing. While some cruise lines continue to announce cancellations, MSC Cruises has already resumed sailing in Europe. As the first major cruise line to resume cruising, the cruise line has been offering sailings on one ship in Italy. Well, this week, we got brand new details about the 2nd ship that the cruise line is planning to set sail next month. The new restart date for MSC Magnifica will be October 19th. At that time, the ship will begin sailing a series of 7 cruises from Genoa and sailing to both the East and Western Mediterranean. MSC Magnifica's longer itineraries will visit ports including Florence and Pisa, Messina in Sicily, as well as several stops in Greece and Rome. These itineraries will offer more destinations to visit on the company's new protected shore excursions, as well as offer more time at sea. Additionally, proximity cruising is proving to be popular with MSC Cruisers guests who live both in Italy and in neighboring countries. The ship will follow in the footsteps of the successful return to service of MSC Grandiosa, implementing the brand's new health and safety protocols. These protocols include rapid COVID-19 testing and the use of face masks in public areas. And there you have it. That's the latest cruise updates from all the major cruise lines. But of course, we'd love to hear from you. Let us know in the comment section below if there's any major developments in the world of cruising that we missed. I'm DB from EatSleepCruise.com, and if you enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Make sure to give it a big thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, or you've been lurking around for a while and haven't done so, what are you waiting for? Make sure to subscribe down below and to click the notification icon. That way, you get updated each week when we put out brand new cruise and travel videos. You can also say hi to us all over social media at Eat Sleep Cruise, and thanks again for watching.